Hey. Hello, darlings. Fuck shit. Always classy. Scott Finn's always classy for you. Always some class. Right. Just pressed no. What am I doing? What am I fucking doing? Ah, here I am recording. Hello, darlings, Grand Rising Tribe. Hey, how are you all today? I hope you are fine. Or I don't really care, but I just say that. I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you for not asking. I'm alright, and today we have a new episode. New episode of Grand Rising Tribe of Ralite and Scott Finns getting all that madness and education out there to drive you crazy while we are educating you. How wonderful is that? So today we will start with two balls. Hey, there you go. That's your clean comedy right there. Two balls. We'll start with two balls. I will badly narrate and read some of Ralite's writing, which I know you appreciate. And then, I don't know. I will talk about something that is not very funny. But anyway, that's comedy for you. It's not always funny. Now, there's two balls. Okay. One symbolizes capitalism and the other symbolizes freedom. Imagine, if you will, for thousands of years, the freedom ball. We'll call the Garden of Eve, but was frozen in ice, or was invisible, or something. ABC. Right. And the capitalism ball was roaming free. Now imagine the Garden of Eve was slowly coming online, and well, the capitalism ball was shrinking and will win one day. Poof. Now this is one way to spin the tale, okay. One metaphor out of an infinity of concepts. Breathe love. There's this show on Netflix Ralite was watching while in the Batcave, and it's insane. No spoilers, sorry. And since Ralite typed no spoilers, I guess he challenged himself to find a new route, or new route. While the show is for young 7-year-olds, it's a relaxing show for a 20 and 30-year-old. Why, you could be 100 and he would recommend it. There's this word that he cannot remember. 12 years of public education, but because he cannot remember this one word, his English teacher might be a bit disappointed. To which Ralite would shrug his shoulders. Hey, I'm human. And an intellectual being made up of stardust. That's dust that ranges throughout the galaxy, through eon. Immortal dust that flows through people and people throughout the ages. Yes, this is some pretty neat stuff. Yes, darling. By the way, the show is called Capo and Tales of the Wonder Beasts. So Kipo and the Tales of the Wonder Beasts. Breathe love. You know the Laura. He speaks on the tree. Ralite speaks to me. We see 3B. Fly high to the summer. Breathe. As a kid, Ralite once cried in the middle of a Chinese restaurant because his mother forced him to eat broccoli. Now, he doesn't mind, especially the way the Japanese prep the broccoli. Almost tastes like candy. Breathe. Remember, we talk of that prayer. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. We talked about rubbing our stomachs. What if we mix the two? Yep, chant the prayer while rubbing your stomach. You're welcome. Breathe. Disclaimer. We're moving on to What the Scott. This is the extreme madness, darling, so if you are easily triggered and didn't do your shadow work, and did not kill the dog that's barking in the background, we suggest you meditate first. Now, darlings, are you ready? Because here we go. Before we do, here's our new motto. Fuck sandwiches. Just give us bread. Right, darlings? Hey, it's What the Scott time. Hey. I have to go and shoot the dog. But it's a dog from Satan. He would just come back stronger. I hope she shuts up. Yeah, she's shutting up. Now she's raping a cat. No, please. Sorry, this went crazy very quickly. I wasn't even supposed to say any of this. Now I have to go and turn off the freezer. Hold on, darlings. I'll be right back. I get up from my seat. And here I am, darlings, again. Hey, if you're watching the video, you saw this happen in live. Hey, this real-time TV podcast for you, darlings. Here I am again, back with some more Scott time. What the Scott? Now today, we're going to talk about the death penalty. Oh, how wonderful is that? And, yeah, because I live in France, just so you know, and if you don't know, now you know, that I live in France. I'll talk about myself in the third person. Scott Finns lives in France. He's this comedy genius that no one understands. He makes laugh absolutely nobody, but he still lives in France. And in France, a couple of days ago, we have a little problem. We had a little problem. That a school teacher, was decapitated, was beheaded, if you will, by some Islamic fundamentalist, because he was talking about an attack, a terrorist attack that happened against a satirical newspaper called Charlie Hebdo, in which the two guys killed a lot of people. All the cartoonists and some writers and just people who were in the building got killed because the newspaper published a few years ago some caricatures of Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, and of course they weren't happy about it, because one of the greatest sins in Islam is to make fun of God and to make fun of the prophet. So, yeah, there was a big attack, and many people were killed. There were a few terrorist attacks in few months, and it went a bit crazy over here because of freedom of expression. Now, these guys made some drawings, and they got killed. And this school teacher, just 2 days ago, and this is October 2020, so 2 days ago, a teacher was beheaded because. Now, this is very interesting, because if you're listening to me from America, you know, death penalty is something that you have there. But in France, death penalty was ruled out maybe in the late 70s. I think the last execution happened in 75 or something like that. But anyway, a recent poll showed that in France, 55% of the people are now favorable of the death penalty, so they wouldn't mind seeing it come back. And this is exactly what happened. This is death penalty, darlings. This is someone deciding that what someone else did is a crime and that it deserves a punishment, and that punishment, the appropriate punishment, is death. So the only difference between this guy executing the teacher and the state or the government executing people is who gets to decide what's a crime and what's not a crime, and how hard and how serious and how much of a crime it is. So, yeah, that's the thing, darlings. This guy who killed the teacher, he was just saying, okay, well, I think this guy is making fun of God. He's showing the pictures, the caricatures, he's showing them in a school to kids, saying that it's important. Freedom of expression is important. So this guy decided, well, this is a crime. This is a crime. He is making fun of my God and the prophet of my religion. So he deserves to die. And I will kill him. And that's what he did. And he got shot by the police. He was killed as well. So his punishment came right after. Now, the thing is, there is something you call the state or the government or whatever you want to call it. And that is the monopoly of violence. So, monopoly of violence, what does that mean, darlings? It means that whoever has more soldiers makes the rules. That's the thing. You know, you can only tell someone to not do something if you can either stop them from doing that or you can punish them if they do it. That's the thing. So if you go to America, you have the government, you have the police. So if you go and rob a bank, the police will come and arrest you, and they can physically stick you in jail and in a little box with bars, and they will not let you out until you die. That is the monopoly of violence. Meaning that if you have, did you ever play GTA, darlings? GTG. GTA is a beautiful example of the monopoly of violence, meaning that if you start to kill cops just for the fun of it, there will be one, or you kill someone, or you just punch an old lady, or prostitute. You do that. You know, it's if you ever played GTA, you the first time you kill someone, you go, oh man, I'm not, I would never do this in real life, but this is a game, and you start killing people. Then the police come, and you plank yourself with a sniper rifle, and you start shooting the cops. But then the military come, and they will not stop coming until you are dead, unless you have a cheat code. But in real life, darlings, there are no cheat codes. So, now there's a dryer going on. Oh man, this is Scott time. Scott time with the dryer on. Anyway, can you hear the dryer? Can you hear the noise of the dryer? That's my wife. She doesn't. Yeah, I'm doing a podcast here for Rylite. And she says, who the fuck is Rylite? I'm drying my clothes. Fuck that. Sorry about the cussing. If you want to cut this out, just do cut this out. But anyway, let me try to lower this because I can always hear it. Maybe you can't hear it, and I'm just making a fuss for nothing. Anyway, what was I going to say? Yes, death penalty. And so this guy decided that, okay, I don't need a monopoly of violence. I can kill one guy on my own. And he did. So now the French people, everybody, oh, I'm so shocked. Well, of course you are shocked. But hey, 55% of French people were for a death penalty. So this guy was executed for a crime that someone else decided that was a crime. So people are for death penalty as long as it's someone they don't know. The one who will get killed is someone they don't know, or even not themselves. Because if you are on death row, you might feel differently about death penalty. And if it's your child, your father, your brother, whoever, you might feel differently as well. So yeah, and another realization. These guys, just because there's a little plaque saying here we are in France, and of course freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and a lay state is a guarantee. Nobody will come in here and kill you because you do religious stuff. And that is stupid because yes, of course they will. Of course they will. You offended their God. And just because you are in France doesn't make you immune to their bullets or to their knives or whatever. Wherever you are, there's no such thing as security or logic. Oh no, there's nothing about that. So, and this has been going on forever. And French people invented the guillotine. They chop people's heads off. So it's a very Republican in the Republic kind of thing, not the Republican Party. It's a very Republic sort of thing. Just the... Yeah, and he was a geography teacher. Now, being a teacher with teenagers is already hard enough. He didn't need any of that drama. And, of course, it's... Now, teachers will complain about their jobs. Oh, I'm not well paid enough, or I will work long hours. And, well, you still have your head on your shoulders, and you're still talking, so it can't be that bad. Bad is when you get killed because you are defending freedom of speech. And as a comedian, freedom of speech is very important to me. And I believe we can joke about everything and everyone. And if you're not interested, and in the beginning of what I was just saying, in the beginning of this written madness, someone got triggered. I have a little noise if you heard that. Anyway, someone got triggered because there was a dick joke. I don't know. And another ding ding ding. Right. Harassing me. I have the little noise. Hold on, darlings. This is live comedy for you. Okay, maybe it will disappear. Anyway, as I was saying, live comedy. and freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is the most important thing in the world. But of course, people will kill you for it. And you might die because of it. And are you ready to die for the stuff you believe in? Are you ready to die? The guy who killed the teacher was ready to die. For he was a fuckhead, but he was ready to die for it. The teacher, maybe he wasn't ready to die for it, but he died anyway. Now, what are we going to do, darlings? What is the next step here? Is everybody going to shut up? Is everybody going to pretend it didn't happen? What is going to happen? And remember, people get killed for no reason. This guy thought he had a reason to kill the teacher. But, in France, I don't know how many women are killed every year by their ex-husbands and ex-boyfriends and stuff. And we know, it's one every 3 days. So maybe 100 women a year. And nobody goes, oh, let's do a national thing, and the minister comes. No, this woman is executed for a crime that she committed, and the crime being leaving the guy, or telling the guy to fuck off, or getting a divorce, or moving away from a violent guy. And that guy executes the woman based on that crime she committed. But he's the only one deciding that that is a crime. So he takes justice into his own hands, and he executes the woman. So the question is, how can you conciliate? How can you accept that one case is good and another case is not good? When is killing someone a good idea? When is killing someone not a good idea? So yes, darlings, that was your comedy right there, comedy. Oh, lots of comedy. So, yeah, that was the most depressive Scott time ever. But yeah, you can't always just say crap. Well, I can, but I'm special. I'm a different person. Saying crap is my way in life. Crap, all the time. And starting podcasts saying there are two balls. And then not mention my balls. See, I did not mention my balls at all. But they are beautiful. They are shiny. Yeah, so with my shiny balls, I wish you a good day and a good night and a Merry Christmas. Goodbye. Namaste, darling. Namaste. May peace be upon you, if you can. Goodbye.